Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I'm Diversi, and today we're going to do a run using Jinx against the Star Forger Aurelion Sol adventure. And for this, I'm going to be using Loose Cannon's Payload, Grand General's Counterplan, and Scourge's Stash. I often like to use Guardian Angel instead of Grand Generals, but I think this gives us a little more consistency in these higher adventures where the hit points are huge. One of Jinx's problems as we get into deadly adventures is enemies have a lot of life, and her game plan kind of falls off when things don't die instantly. But overall, I think she's still probably the strongest PNZ champion. So your power is going to be important. Rest of the week is actually really interesting, and what's the worst that could happen to, again, I think is really strong. We can make our enemies lose a lot of health. I think I'm going to take Crush the Weak too. I think maybe Swain's legendary power is better, but I think Crush the Weak 2 should be fine. You also do want to do like a little scan of what enemies are available to you. So if you see Victor in one of these slots, probably just reset your game. Teemo is also bad for Jinx because you do double draw. So here we've chosen to go a path of needing to do damage to the enemy nexus, which is fine because we do plenty of damage to the enemy nexus. So normally I would just pass. If you have the 4-star power and you have sorcery, you can just drop Jinx round 1 and that's really great. But you need to pass here if you don't do that because you need the spell mana to survive round 2. Round 2 is usually your worst round. We're gonna pow here. We just want to take as little damage as possible because all that damage is gonna add up over time. And you have to go through a bunch of adventures without healers, so the more you can reduce your damage taken, the better your life is going to be. Attack with Jinx here. If he blocks, that's fine. Get to play a spell, reduce the cost of Jinx, drop a new Jinx. That's what Grand General's Counterplan lets us do. Guardian Angel is similar, except less controlled, and you also discard your entire hand every time that you have that Guardian Angel trigger, so that can be a little bit worse. And this Get Excited does 9, so that's game winning. If you do have to reroll into pity powers, I think Joy Unbound, which is your fleeting cards play twice, is probably the best, because you do have fleeting cards through Grand General's Counterplan, and also your Super Mega Death Rockets are fleeting, so I think that would be good. Prime Tusk will cost 3 probably, and free Frostbite every round for 3 isn't terrible. Here, we probably want something like a Felios, if I'm honest, for some lifesteal, but I think I'm okay on this mana gem. Mordekaiser's expensive, but we're probably not going to end up playing him anyway. I think the choice between Lee Sin and Poppy doesn't really matter. I think they're kind of equally strong, and I want the champion item chest, so I'm going towards Poppy. Champion selection is very important. It can make or break your runs. For example, like I said earlier, if you ever end up at Victor or Teemo, you probably lose the game. And it's fine to attack into Poppy. You want them to have no units. Every unit they have will get stronger for each unit they have. So it's not great. Here we're gonna block Poppy and pow the other guy. And we're gonna Death Rocket. Enemies with Tough are really hard for us to deal with because our main source of damage is just dropping a new Jinx. But we can go ahead and lose one. We're gonna pow a unit that will die, and then drop a new Jinx. And we'll Death Rocket here. Swain's power, really increasing our damage. Our Pow Pows also do 9 now, so that's really nice. And get reset to hand, that is, or into the deck, that's fine, because we do have a new Jinx anyway. We drop that, it's just free damage. Pow Pow win the game. I don't like any of these cards. License Innovation might be playable for free at some point. I'm gonna take that, but I don't like any of those cards. Still usually not worth re-rolling. Jinx is probably easier than Fiora, but I want Power Riff. I didn't know I was gonna get Power Riff, but Champion Item Chest is great, so. Because you could get Power Riff. Keep Mordekaiser in hand, that lets you have a higher chance of drawing into Jinx. We draw into Jinx, who only costs 1, which means we can play her after playing this Jury Rig. So let's start with Jury Rig, and then Jinx. If they have Cataclysm, it's actually kind of bad for me. So, there's a little bit of a prayer there that they didn't. And we'll Death Rocket. And pass, because we can't attack into that Fiora until we have a second copy of Jinx. Now, what we'll want to do is probably kill Fiora. I think that's the most dangerous thing on the board. They could play a new one. We'll find out. They didn't play a new one. And we're going to take a little bit of damage here. But we do have free Jinx, so that's cool. If I pass, I think they'll pass back. So I think I do this, and then that's the most amount of damage I can do. And we can always just get excited at the Nexus. And then this Get Excited I think is now strong enough to win the game. Rest of the week 2 is very good. This costs 5, or it'd be useful. Just, these cards suck. Everything here costs 5. I guess Chemtech costs 4. That's not much better. I'm gonna take Kato. Overwhelm could potentially be useful, but not really. Kill all followers. I don't think that helps us. It's champions that are going to be the issue. We take Shop over Healer because the powers can be anything. This isn't the best power, but it's fine.
Trust nothing but your strength.
Sejuani shouldn't be too bad. She does have some large overwhelm units which can be problematic, but aside from that, a lot of them have low hit points and are fairly removable, except for Sejuani, who has 20 hit points and regeneration. Gonna drop Eager Apprentice. We're gonna follow it up with Jinx. Pows do 4. It's not enough. Now they do 6. Still not enough. Now they do 7, which is enough, except we don't have any mana. Could pass. I guess still pass. So, kill Sejuani. If you did not have that Rush the Weak power, you would take 20 damage there. That's just a thing that would happen. And Jinx is free because of the power rift, so we're fine to block and just play new. Get excited. One cool thing about Jinx is because she's so strong, you can get through the first adventure really quick and then just reroll for a new power if you need to. I know rerolling for powers is tedious, but I mean it helps to have a really good one. I think we take Vampiric Scepter. Although Jinx usually costs 0, so maybe that's wrong. Take Spell Shield instead. So both of these are terrible. Joy Unbound is great. Love it. There's a healer here. So we'll go through Teemo. Victor can kill you on round 2 regularly. It's like consistent. And I think we hopefully do enough damage that Teemo will die before we die, but that one's close as well. It's not guaranteed that you don't die before. Although they didn't start with Teemo, which is interesting. I don't want to drop Jinx until they play a card. So I'm gonna play Eager Apprentice as a passing move. Teemo starts leveled, which is, you know, a huge problem. And because of Joy Unbound, we do get duplicates on our bleeding spells. And this will kill Teemo. And we attack. Normally I would wait to see what happens, but we can just win the game. Joy Unbound is so good. I assumed that it would be pretty good. Combined with Crush the Weak, though, that's crazy. I like Eager Apprentice. It's fine. And we're up full life, so we can actually remove a card. I don't know. I think Azur's probably harder than Viego, and I kind of want the healer anyway. So maybe I'm just convincing myself that Azur's harder than Viego. And we'll get rid of... Did I double up on anything? We have 4 Jinx, 4 Eager Apprentice. We'll get rid of Kato. We're not really planning on using him anyway.
This world can stop me.
Viego really, only does something if you lose your followers, and that's the thing that can happen. It's not unusual. I don't know what Jinx costs so little. I think she should cost 2 still. Power Riff is 5? That doesn't make sense. Oh, because I got Built Over Finest. Okay, cool. That makes sense. I just have a bunch of cards in my hand. Drop Jinx. Eager Apprentice is always fine to play because it gives you spell mana back. If you have sorcery, then maybe I wouldn't do that, but aside from that, it seems totally fine. This will kill everything. So yeah, we're real strong. Before that happens, we'll win the game. Take Legion of the Severed. That's a second copy, so we can remove it. I don't want this power. I think I want Spells Chest. Also, Lux kind of scares me. We roll everything we need to get Jinx. Despite the fact that I like having Eager Apprentice. if I don't get Jinx, you know, that's kind of game losing, so make sure that you get Jinx. Play Jinx. Play Death Rocket. Play it again. You don't automatically win the game here, so we do need to survive this round. You play Eager Apprentice. And get rid of that guy. And we don't have enough mana to play, that's fine. We can wait till next round. And we can pass. Rude but fair. Now we win the game. Farsight Alteration is incredible. Damage increase on Get Excited. Normally I wouldn't take cards, but because we have Farsight Alteration, we're now guaranteed to get Jinx. We actually don't need to be aggressive about not having cards in our deck. Go to Karma. Now we can just like take good hands. So, like if we wanted to keep Eager Apprentice, we can do that. We do have 10 mana here, so if we wanted to play like Boom Crew Rookie, we could. Not sure it actually matters too much. Karma can get Ghost, which gives her elusive, so if she attacks you can just die. That is something we need to always keep in mind. I'm gonna attack for 8, just to reduce Karma's health so we can remove her later if we need to. We can do 9, and 10, and 10. Burns out her Dawn and Dusk. This Get Excited is not boosted, but it still hits Joy Unbound, so that's nice. We open attack what we can, and the game should be over. Yeah, Get Excited's up to 21. Shadow Totem, probably fine. So there's one more power, and I think we can do better than Deceptively Deadly. This will draw our entire deck, more or less. Which I think could be bad. Oh, when you discard a card, create a copy, and draw one. Fleeting it. Yeah. Don't want that. Don't want that. Okay, so I didn't get anything good. It's fine. Maybe I should have saved the rerolls for the better shop. Water Recycler is interesting. I think you'll draw your whole deck every time, and I think that is not the best thing to do. Okay, we drop our Eager Apprentice. Tryndamere is one of our problem bosses because we do things like that. Ooh, we did get rid of him, so that's fine. I have too many cards in my hand. I think I have to take 24. I could kill him once, but then he just revives and let me do it again. Need to get cards out of my hand, so unfortunately I am forced to level him up. And we win. We did take a lot of damage there. I think I have too many cards starting now because I took the Darken ability. And take Mark of the Isles, or not Mark of the Isles, whatever that card is, Tellstones, because I think Crumble is really good. And we'll take Dragon Spirit too because it's available, not because it's super great or anything, but we do play 2 spells in a round all the time. So we're going to give ourselves +8/+8. So it's not negative in any way. Again, like I said, we just have too many cards in our hand. So we have 10. We're going to play the Darkened Harpoon. This will bring us down to 8. Then when we drop Jinx, this will put us at too many. So we're back up to 10 cards. We also, because of Shadow Totem, are actually losing a Super Mega Death Rocket, which I think is bad. I need to target this at something if I want to use it, but there's nothing I want to target it at. But I do need to reduce a card in my hand, so I'm just going to play it on my own unit. Still had too many cards. We could just kill it. I think I messed up by taking Shadow Totem. Hopefully it won't matter. And I think I also messed up by taking that Darken card. Invoke is fun. Maybe still gives me the hand problem, hand size problem. Kind of compounds on that, but I mean overall I think we're okay. We're just not as good as we were. I've actually made my deck worse. Kill our own unit. We're also spending mana to kill our own unit, which, you know, is not what you're looking to do. It's fine though. Pow Pow with +2 damage is pretty obvious there. And we finally make it to Aurelion Sol. So far, everything's been pretty good. Aurelion Sol can be a disaster, of course. We do want Eager Apprentice. It lets us play a card for free, which is really nice. Otherwise we end up in this situation where we're not playing a card for free. I'm not entirely sure what that looks like, but we're just gonna drop Jinx because what else can we do here? We got a Death Rocket. Should be able to take out Aurelion Sol here. This does 16 twice. I'm not good at math. Take Ridden by the Stars, we might need to replace our Jinx. Take Moonglow. Yeah, they're down to 2. 2 is losing. Just block and block. And we burn cards, because of course we do. But it's fine, they have 1 hit point. And that's it. And that is Jinx. Crush the Week 2, obviously providing most of the benefit, but Joy Unbound also incredible. You can reroll into Joy Unbound I, so that's a pity power that's available. So you can always start with at least that if you don't get a better power from If you don't get a better power from the first power node that you get, you can just reroll until, you know, you get Joy Unbound. That'll at least double your fleeting cards. You do play a fair amount of fleeting cards, so it's having like duplicate on your first card, and that card's going to be either Jinx or Super Mega Death Rocket or Get Excited. All of those are good. So hopefully you can get like a nice set of powers that works out for you. Jinx, obviously one of the best champions in the game, does struggle a little bit on those higher HP adventures, but you know, if you can pull Crush the Week 2, solves the issue. Solves it real good. Anyway, that is all from me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.